Hello and welcome to PenFed Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium for tonight's high school football, the District 2 6A battle tonight between the Hazleton area Cougars and the Knights of Scranton High School. I'm Kevin McConaughey alongside Scranton High School Principal, Mr. John Coyle. How are we doing tonight?
Hey, Kev, glad to be back. We had such a good time last week. I got voted in to come back again this week, and looking forward to a great game, an exciting game, especially after last week as we saw Scranton probably score the most points that they have in a long time. And I think they come in tonight revved up and a lot of confidence and looking to score again on a Hazleton team that also put the ball in the air and score a lot of points.
Well, we're glad to have you back here in the booth with us. Well, tonight's game is going to be an interesting battle. Both teams come in with a 3-3 record on the season, as we've alluded to. Scranton coming off the dramatic 27-21 win over Wallenpaupack last week, scoring a touchdown with under a minute remaining on the clock to go ahead in that one. Hazleton is coming off a narrow loss to a Delaware Valley team that always makes noise in they're the 5-time defending 6A champions, I believe, in District 2. So Hazleton, they play a good schedule this year, and like you said, they like to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, Coach Mike Brennan from Hazleton definitely running a spread offense. Like you said, they played some difficult teams early on, and their strength of schedule is obviously there. And like you said, both teams are 3-3, and from what I understand, we're going to see a spread offense tonight, 4 or 5 wide, no backs, and they're going to look to throw it around.
Throw it around is something they have done. And for Scranton, they had a couple big plays last week. We saw Arvel Chandler complete a couple long passes for this last week to Antonio Harrison and Donato Stepney. But one guy who's been a constant all year for this team is Charlie Thompson, the running back.
Absolutely, Kevin. So a lot of confidence we got to believe in that Scranton offense after last Friday night's victory over Wallenpaupack. Like you said, especially in that last drive of the Knights, no mistakes, executed, and went all the way down the field to score a touchdown. So, big win, hopefully a lot of confidence, and we're hoping to see a good game tonight.
And as we see the Knights take his homecoming tonight here at Scranton High School, we saw the ceremony on the field before the game. Arvel Chandler was the king, and I believe I couldn't hear the name of the queen. Who did we name the queen tonight?
I believe it was Noelle Lopez.
Noelle Lopez. Congratulations to the two of them.
Yep.
And as we're going to pause here to listen to the national anthem sung by members of the Scranton High School Night Rhythms.
Perform our national anthem. Test.
Another stunning rendition of the national anthem sung by the Scranton High School Night Rhythm Show Choir. And as I see a lot of pink here in the stands tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Good sign by the fans tonight.
Yeah, our student section all dressed in pink as well. And a great job by our chorus under direction of Mr. Patrick Hine, one of our teachers here at Scranton High. So great job.
Yep, great job by them as always. And as the captains go to midfield for the coin toss here, again, this game has a lot of playoff implications here for seeding-wise for the 6A playoffs. I believe Delaware Valley is in first right now. As Hazleton wins the toss and defers to the second half, so Scranton will get the ball. But the winner of this game, there is a realistic possibility, could host a game in the first round of the 6A playoffs.
Right. So in District 2 6A, there were only 4 teams that qualify for the playoffs, and that's basically every team, Kevin. So definitely you want to win as many games as you can and rack up as many points as you can and try to get a home field advantage during that playoff run.
Because it's all, as you said, Hazleton, Delaware Valley, Scranton, and Wilkes-Barre area are the 4 6A teams in District 2.
Right.
So you want to give them as many home games as you can to stack up those home playoff games early. So like we said, Scranton's return team is on the field, and they'll get the ball to start the game here. And another week here for Friday Night Football, Week 7 of the season. It's going by quick.
It is going by fast, and I'll tell you what a great night for football. I'm not exactly sure what the temperature is, but it's a beautiful night, hardly any wind, and it doesn't feel like October 8th.
No, it doesn't.
By any means.
Let me tell you, we've hit it big weather-wise for Friday Night Football this year.
Right. Every weekend has been beautiful weather-wise. We've been lucky.
So Luke Russo will kick off for the Cougars, and he's going to go back. Charlie Thompson and Antonio Hairston are back deep.
Yeah, expect a great kick here, Kevin.
And away we go here at Memorial Stadium, and that's going to go into the end zone. And in high school, in the PIAA, ball goes in the end zone. It's an automatic touchback, so Scranton will get the ball at the 20-yard line. And coming off probably you talked about it in pregame, coming off probably their best offensive outburst of the season.
Absolutely, and I think every time we see Hazleton kick off, I watched Russo in pregame warm-ups, and he was hitting probably 45-yard field goals. So we expect to see him kick the ball deep every single time he's out there. But like you said, Kevin, we're expecting a high-confidence Scranton offense here after that game last week.
Scranton, as always, runs a majority of their plays out of the shotgun formation. Arvell Chandler, their quarterback, comes out with Charlie Thompson. We got 3 wide here on the first play, and he's going to give to Thompson, who's going to fall ahead for a short gain here. Charlie Thompson coming off an 100-plus yard game last week against the Buckhorns. He's been a constant all year for the Scranton offense.
Yeah, Charlie's done a great job all year. Tough runner, gives it 100% every time he touches the ball. And we're looking at 2nd and 9 here for the Knights.
Looks like we got another 3 wide here. Hazleton plays a lot of guys in the box here, and we got pre-snap movement. It looks like a Hazleton defensive end came across.
And if you watched the game last week, you got to think, wow, same as last week as Wallenpaupack. And again, I don't have an exact number, but they had a ton of pre-snap penalties during that game. So here we go again, which now cuts it to 2nd and 4.
So that's going to be 5 free yards for the Knights, like you said. 2nd and 4, much more manageable than 2nd and 9. That's what you like to see if you're the offense. And Chandler is going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get much, and he's going to be taken down for a loss in the backfield by Jim Beltray of the Cougars. That looked kind of like a broken play from the start a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a broken play, Kevin, and the tailback went one way and Arvell went the other way. So now you face a 3rd and 6 for the offense.
So 3rd down and 6. Let's see what Scranton does here. Chandler's in the shotgun with Thompson. 3 wide, 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Looks to the sideline. Looks like they're changing up the play a little after monitoring Hazleton's defense. Chandler's going to roll to his left here, look to pass, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be a little high and incomplete. That was intended for Donato Stepney. He was open, but Chandler overthrew him there.
Right, so Scranton rolls to the wide side of the field, going to his left. Ball is a little bit high, but definitely catchable. So now Scranton looks at a 4th and long on their first possession.
So it's going to be a three and out for the Knights to start, and Jeremiah Ortiz is back to punt. Hazleton sends 2 guys back deep. That's Connor Manny and Matthew Casadas. And that's going to be a line kick. It's going to be taken by Shamani, and he's going to be taken down at about midfield, where we'll see the Cougar offense for the first time today.
Yeah, so Hazleton's going to have really good field position here right at midfield, Kevin, to start in that spread offense. So we'll see, all week we talked about this offense and Scranton's coverage on defense. So for those of you watching at home, you got to expect to see, I would think, 4 defensive backs and maybe even a nickel package, which would mean 5 defensive backs and maybe even more in the game to try to keep that ball in front of them.
Hazleton is led at quarterback by Tyler Wolf. Sorry, he's a junior. And he's going to give the ball to Matthew Buckman on the first play. And he's got a little hole up the middle, and he's going to get a nice gain here of about 8 yards on first down. What did we talk about? In pregame, we said they throw the ball. First play, they come out with a run.
Right, surprise everybody. So, but you can see no tight end in the game. They're 3 wide, plus 2 backs in the game as a lead blocker there. So going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Cougars.
Buckman is another junior here, so we got to. This is a younger Cougar team. This is a young Cougar team, but a lot of underclassmen starting. They're going to give it to him again, and he looked like the same exact play, and he's going to be across the chains for a Hazleton first down, first down of the game.
Yeah, it looked like the same exact play, Kevin, off that right side of that line. So again, Hazleton's offensive coordinator, whoever plays for them, must have saw something on film, and this week in practice, and kind of is trying to take advantage of something on that right side.
We saw Wallen Popak run that power formation last week that seemed to work for for multiple plays in a row until Scranton made adjustments. Maybe Hazleton is seeing some of the same things like that.
Right. I wouldn't expect a power running game out of Hazleton, but out of that spread formation, try to spread the defense out and then take advantage of that and run to the outside.
And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage of play here. Hazleton's coaches saw some. It looks like Hazleton's coaches called a timeout. Yep.
Hazleton, first timeout of the half.
So Hazleton takes an early timeout here. 9:03 to go, first quarter, as we are scoreless here in the first quarter.
It's unusual to see when they pick up a first down and it seems like they have momentum, and then all of a sudden we call a timeout. So apparently the wrong personnel was on the field, or he didn't like something for him to call a timeout this early.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So, big game tomorrow in Iowa City. The number 4th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions take on the number 3 Iowa Hawkeyes in a game with tons of playoff implications. I believe it's basically the guys were 2-point favorites today last time I looked. Both teams coming in undefeated on the season. Both have looked impressive.
Yeah, we talked briefly last week, Kevin, about how Iowa was at Maryland last Friday night and maybe a potential upset. Not so fast. Not so fast. So, again, a road trip for Penn State, which is, not what they're used to, as Hazleton breaks the huddle.
Hazleton breaks the huddle here for coming off the timeout. This is going to be a pitch to Matthew Casadas, and he's going to be dropped by a host of Knights. It looks like Charlie Thompson was the first one to get to him. No gain on the play. Second down, good defense there, preventing him from getting outside.
Yeah, number 7, Matt Schilling for the Knights, made a great play there from his safety position, where he came up the field and turned that runner back inside where all of his friends are to make a tackle. So that was a great play by Matt Schilling.
Great play by Matt Schilling. He made a couple of nice plays last week coming out of his safety spot. I've seen him, watching him all year. He likes to hit.
Absolutely. Great defense by Matt.
So second down and 10.
You'll see Scranton here with 5 defensive backs in the game, as they are expecting that pass.
This is a give to Buckman again up the middle, and he's going to get a couple yards here. So it's going to be a 3rd and about 7 here for Hazleton at the Scranton 39.
Right. So like we anticipated, Scranton has 5 defensive backs in the game to try to prevent that pass game from Hazleton. So I got to expect Hazleton's offensive coordinator, a guy who's calling the plays, can see that, and then that may be why they're running the ball, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. And on Scranton's side of the field, too, here, you got to believe that maybe they think they have 2 downs to get this. So we'll see interesting play call here on 3rd down as Wolf is going to go back to pass for the first time, and it is a big hit, laid down by Donato Stepney. That was intended for Jose Rodriguez, and he got lit up on that play.
Yeah, just a quick out there by the Cougars, and Donato just stayed home and, like you said, lit him up.
It was he did the hit stick on Madden there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Laid him down with the hit stick. So
you were right. Hazleton keeping their offense on the field.
Mm-hmm. So 4th down. This is going to be 4th down and 7 here. I was wondering, and that is the Hazleton offense. They are going for it on 4th down from the Scranton 38.
You're going to see 4 wide here, 4 wide receivers and 1 back.
We see motion from Buckman across to the left.
Scranton in a nickel defense.
Wolf back to pass. He's going to throw, and he's got Brian Matos out of the backfield, and Matos is across the 30, and he's got more than enough for a Hazleton first down. That was like a little pick play there almost.
Nice design play by Hazleton. They run everybody out of there, try to get Scranton's defense deep, and then delay that back out of the backfield where once everybody clears that area, and they'll just sneak them out of there, and it's an easy pitch and catch, and a run after for a first down.
That looked like a college play almost, where you see receivers running all over the place on that play.
They're mostly decoys on that play, Kevin. Mm-hmm. They just want to run those guys off, the defenders off, and then slip that back out.
Mm-hmm. So now Wolf, he's going to throw it to, that's number 4, Matthew Casadas, who breaks a tackle, and he's breaks another tackle. He's putting some nifty moves there on the defenders, and he's going to get to the 20-yard line. That was a solid, looked like a 7-8 yard gain. He made like 3 guys miss on that play. Some nifty moves.
Yeah, a little rocket motion they call that, when they'll put that wide receiver in deep motion and then just flip it out to him and try to let him run. So, nice play call. But again, good defense by the Knights to stay home on that side of the field.
Mm-hmm. That easily could have been a bigger play than it was, but Scranton's defense playing their assignments well there.
Stay home, as they say, when they're teaching that defense. So again, 2nd and 5 here for the Cougars.
They run this pistol formation. They've been running this pistol formation out, and Wolf is going to throw. He's going to roll to his left, and he's looking for a block, and it looks like he's going to be about a couple yards short of the first down.
Yeah, good coverage by the Knights. He obviously wanted to get rid of it quick and couldn't, and decided to take off with it while he was under pressure there. So brings up a first down for the Cougars inside the 20.
Somebody from Scranton almost blew up that play in the backfield, which took away the first read. So he did the smart thing,
I believe it was Jacob Martinez, number 62. So that pressure is going to be key for the Knights on defense.
He was originally marked short, but they're going to after a meeting where they changed it to a first down here. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Hazleton inside the red zone. They're at the Scranton 18. They clears Wolf, and this is going to be a give to Ryan Matos, and he's going to be inside the 10-yard line for a solid gain up the middle. 1st and goal for the Cougars.
Yeah, so again, Hazleton spreads you out. They're looking at 5 defensive backs in the game, and spread Scranton's defense out, and then try to just take as much as they can get up the middle. So now we have 1st and goal from the 2.
First and goal from the 2. Let's see if Scranton's defense can make a stand here.
Interesting to see spread formations once they get inside the 5-yard line, Kevin.
This is going to be a give to Buckman, and Buckman is going to dive in right across the middle. Touchdown, Hazleton. And with 4:09 to go here in the first quarter, we have our first score of the game. Hazleton takes a 6-0 lead on a touchdown from Matthew Buckman.
Interesting, like I said before that snap, to see what spread offenses do inside the 5-yard line, because that's not their norm, to be spread like that once they get inside that field position there.
So now Luke Russo is on for the extra point for the Cougars. Snap is good. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to the left.
That's surprising. That's definitely surprising, Kevin.
So the score remains 6-0 with 4:49 to go.
They got to give kudos to Leo Kelly. He's number 62 for Hazleton there on that touchdown run. He pulled as an offensive lineman and led that running back right through the hole and into the end zone. So there's a great block by 62 from Hazleton, Leo Kelly. So we were talking earlier about Penn State, Kevin, and big road trip out to Iowa for tomorrow's game. Again, Penn State has been home for most of the season, except for the first game of the season at Wisconsin. So it'll be interesting to see how they react in that kind of environment in Iowa.
It is one of the biggest home field. We call Penn State the biggest home field advantages at Beaver Stadium. Well, Kinnick Stadium is one as well. But like we said, we saw Penn State play in a hostile environment in Madison week 1. But what Wisconsin's kind of hasn't played up to what we thought they were going to be this year. But Iowa has, and it's going to be a tough test. Iowa's defense, they're like second in the nation in turnovers force. If Penn State protects the ball, though, I think if Penn State protects the ball, they could win this. They're going to win this game. I really do.
Yeah, it's all about execution and turnovers, and as we see, 15 here for Hazleton.
Russo kicks it away. This one's going to be returnable, and Charlie Thompson's going to take it from inside his own 5, and he's going to take it to about the 30. So a nice return there from Charlie Thompson, and Scranton will get the ball for their second possession of the game.
Yeah, really good field position now here for Scranton, up around that 30-yard line. So you would think we're going to see a little bit of run and a little bit of pass out of the Knights offense on their second possession here.
Scranton's second possession, like we said, they were down to Wallenpaupack last week early in the first quarter too. So
we'll see if
no
they can
stranger
execute.
being behind.
Right, you're going to notice on Hazleton's defensive side of the ball here, as Arvell Chandler is getting ready to take the snap.
Belchin, he's going to give to Thompson up the middle, and Thompson breaks out. He's got a nice hole. He's across midfield, and Charlie Thompson is going to be brought down across midfield. Mitchell Mason with the touchdown saving tackle. Great start to the drive there. He's a great job by Scranton's offensive line there to pivot a hole that big.
Definitely a great job by the offensive line. A nice hard run by Charlie, and picks up some nice yardage.
Scranton hurries by snap it quick. They give it right back to Thompson again. He's going to have another positive gain. It's going to be a shorter one, though, this time. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. That's what we've seen a lot from many teams this year at the college and pro level. Big play, get to the ball quick, and snap it quick there. Scranton showing a little bit of that.
Try to catch Hazleton a little bit off balance and not ready. And here we go again, a little up-tempo by the Knights. So you'll notice Hazleton's defense, we talk about coverages, that's those defensive backs for the
Chandler's going to roll to his left. He's looking to throw. He's going to tuck in himself, and he's going to get a back to the line of scrimmage, I think. He was looking to throw, but Hazleton's DBs had that cover. Scranton's receivers blanketed. There was nobody open downfield.
No, and again, they roll him to his left, and he's a righty quarterback, and he's under some pressure there. That's a tough throw to make for a right-handed quarterback.
Yeah, when you're rolling.
Now, after a big run to start the possession, Scranton faces 3rd and 9.
It's almost like you're taking your momentum away almost when you're rolling to the left as a right-handed quarterback. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 from the Hazleton 39. Chandler is going to back to pass. He's looking. He's got Dustin Miller on the flat, and Miller looks like he's going to be close. We'll see where they spot him.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th down, Kevin.
4th down and about 2 here. And Scranton's offense, you assume, is going to stay out there.
Right. And again, up-tempo as Scranton tries to get in a formation here.
So we'll see what they do here on 4th and 2. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hazleton with a 6-0 lead. Chandler looks to Coach Shumbrace for the play. They're in the pistol formation here, and this is going to be a give to Bashir Murphy. And Murphy, again, this is going to be close. We'll see where they spot it.
Bashir Murphy on the carry.
Yeah, I think
And he's short. The officials are marking him short as Scranton turns it over on downs here.
Yeah, that's interesting play call. I mean, you're 4th and 2, 4th and 3 almost, and they try to run it. Interesting call. But I was talking about Hazleton's defensive backs. I was notified before the game that they're going to play man-to-man in the secondary and say, you know what, come and beat us. So we'll see that all night from Hazleton.
Yep. So in other words, Scranton's going to have to maybe put the ball in the air a little.
Yep. Take advantage of that. Again, 5 defensive backs for the Knights in the game.
Wolf lines up in the shotgun. Kusadis lines up. Wolf is going to throw across the middle, and the slant route is there, complete to Connor Shamani, and Shamani is across midfield, and he's going to a big gain to start the Hazleton drive here. It's going to be a first down into Knight territory.
All right, similar first play by the Cougars as Scranton had their big first play. A lot of yards picked up on first down in that possession. And again, they run that deep motion, run them back the other way, and kind of as a decoy, and then run a simple slant route on the right-hand side and broke a tackle and picked up a lot of yards.
Picked up a lot of yards. That was about a 30-yard gain there for Connor Shamani.
You know what they call that, Kevin? YAC. Y-A-C,
yep.
yards after catch.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of those on that play as Wolf is going to roll to his right, and he's going to go across the middle to Kusadis, and Kusadis is across the 30. Another first down here. They're moving the ball here on this possession. We're through the air.
First down play action pass, and they bring that wide receiver across the formation. They're going to flood that zone to the outside, and even with 5 defensive backs in the game, Scranton can't handle it.
Hazleton's throwing the ball into the middle of the field here too on this drive.
All right. You'll notice Scranton's 5 defensive backs are pretty spread out there across the 20.
And we have a bad snap here. It's going to be recovered by Buckman, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss there by the Knights. So looked like a fumbled exchange there, and Hazleton's going to have a big loss as Scranton's defense comes up with a play.
Yeah, that's a big break for the Knights, especially on first down after a couple of those big pass plays. So it's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Cougars, and I believe we have a timeout.
We have a timeout. Scranton. It looks like Scranton's going to call their first of the half here with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Oh, it looks like we have an injury. Actually, we have an injury here.
Right.
An injured Scranton Knight on the field.
Number 10, Billy Maloney, just a sophomore defensive back there for Scranton on that last play, and he made a nice play.
He did make a nice play.
Especially on a fumble.
Yep.
So that's a big play for the Knights as they, keep Hazleton from moving it and stop that momentum. But the yards after catch,
a big part of their offense.
Big
so
part
far.
of it. I mean, a couple missed tackles, and the next thing, 30-yard gain. So we talked a little bit about Penn State earlier in that big game at Iowa tomorrow. The Irish have a tough road test.
Yep, after
tomorrow night.
Coming off a loss, they're going to Blacksburg, one of the toughest road environments in college football to play in at night.
At night, yep.
We'll dive more into that game in our next timeout as Hazleton's got a 2nd down and 18 here as Wolf is going to set up a screen here to Shamani, and Shamani's got blockers in front of him and a nice gain there to get a lot of the yards back. It's going to be 3rd down and short here.
Yeah, nice play by the Cougars there. Just a simple middle screen, get those linemen out in front to block. And again, we talk about those yards after catch, and that's a big gain there.
So it's going
to bring up. Yeah, go ahead, Kevin.
So it's going to be about 3rd down and about 6, I'd say, as we're 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll see if Hazleton runs the play.
Yeah, they're going to probably let it run off. Yep.
Doesn't look like they're going to. And that is the end of the first quarter here at Memorial Stadium. Your score: the Cougars 6 and the Knights 0 here.
Exciting game to start. Some bigger plays. I mean, like we anticipated, Kevin. Hazleton is going to try to spread the field, a little bit of run, a little bit of pass, and exciting.
Exciting so far. The key to the game in that first quarter, like you mentioned, at yak yards, we saw a lot of them by the Cougars. A lot from Shamani and Kusadis, who've been the two main receivers so far, the two main targets so far.
Scranton's running back, Charlie Thompson, made a nice run for some big yards and just couldn't convert it on a 4th and 2.5, call it 3 if you want. That first down on 4th down, if they convert that, is a difference right now in this game.
Definitely.
Big difference. I mean, you're talking near the 30-yard line. They convert that 4th down. That'd be a game changer. But unfortunately, they couldn't, so we'll see if the defense can hold them here and we get the ball back.
And on Hazleton's touchdown drive, we saw them go for it on 4th down, and they converted. So we have some early momentum turning points here, very early in the game, but still a long way to go.
Long way to go. It's early. But a fast-moving game, to say the least.
Yep. Fast-moving game, to say the least. So we were talking about the Irish earlier, coming off a loss to Cincinnati last week at home. Their first home loss in a couple of years, I believe. I think they were one of the longest home winning streaks in the nation.
Right. Now they got to go to, like you said, Blacksburg, Virginia, to take on a Virginia Tech team that maybe isn't as strong or talented as Cincinnati, but they're always good at home, especially at night.
Yep, you never know. The fans are going to be loud there. Enter Sandman will be playing early. He'll get them fired up. Okay, we start the second quarter, and this is going to be a give to Buckman, and he's going to be dropped right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost some yards on that play. That was Matt Schilling was the first one to hit him.
Yeah, Matt did a great job of getting off the block of number 70 from Hazleton and making that play to bring up a 4th down. So, again, interesting what we're going to see here, Kevin.
So this is going to be a 4th and 6. It's going to be from the night 35. We saw Hazleton convert a 4th down on their last drive of this similar distance. So
Scranton's defense has to come up here and play and make a play and try to get the ball back.
I'm watching for one of these screen plays here.
Yep.
Because they've been working.
Like you said, the yak, yards after catch. So
Hazleton's gonna look, after looking at Scranton's defense, going to talk about it some more. That's their second time out of the half here. So they'll have one remaining.
Yep. So again, we're expecting to see something short, where they get the ball as fast as they can to their wideouts and try to go make a play.
Definitely here.
This game tonight is also being broadcast by our friends.
Our friends at My Network TV. But we thank you for watching us.
Absolutely. Listening to these guys.
Listening to us babble on about nonsense. Like we pretend we know what we're talking about up here.
So, the Irish have a tough game. We think have a tough game in Virginia tomorrow night. What a great atmosphere that place is, especially at night to watch a game.
Penn State was actually supposed to play there last season, but that game was wiped out when the Big Ten when basically all the conferences went to a conference-only schedule because of the pandemic. I was really excited to go to see them play down there, but maybe another time. We'll see how the schedule adjusts over the next couple coming years.
Yeah, definitely. So a big play here on 4th down for both teams, as Hazleton's going to come out, 3 wideouts to the right and 1 to the left, 1 back.
So Wolf is going to back to pass. He's going to look over the middle, and he's got Buckman. Touchdown, Hazleton. 35 yards, perfect throw and catch, and it's now 12-0 Cougars on a big 4th down conversion for a touchdown.
Huge 4th down conversion, and we expected something quick. And it looked like Scranton's D-backs were in a man defense, basically playing man-to-man against Hazleton's wide receivers, and great throw and catch by the Cougars.
Second touchdown tonight for Matt Buckman. He has 1 rushing and 1 receiving now, as Luke Russo is on for the extra point. The snap is good, and the kick is up, and the kick is no good.
No good. Wow.
Russo 0 for 2 on extra points now tonight, and your score with 11:08 to go second quarter, Hazleton area 12, Scranton 0.
That was a big 4th down conversion for the Cougars, and we talked about that earlier, Kevin, how it's a game of momentum, and it's a game of making plays. Play there, no doubt.
Hazleton now 2 for 2 on 4th down in the game. Both their scoring drives so far. They've scored touchdowns now on both their drives, both aided by 4th down conversions in Scranton territory.
Yeah, nice pass by Tyler Wolf there. Just a quick drop. Sees his guy going across the middle, leads him perfectly, and a great catch.
Mm-hmm. That was we could say almost he hit him in stride almost.
Almost, yeah, absolutely. Great throw.
Yeah, great throw by Tyler Wolf, who's looked very good tonight so far.
Yeah, he looks sharp.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see now with the Knights, once they get it back on offense, what they can do here with the football.
We'll see if Scranton goes to more spread out here, as Russo now will kick off for Hazleton. Scranton's third possession of the night.
And Charlie Thompson deep again for the Knights on about his 3-yard line.
Russo will kick for the Cougars. Marvel Chandler, Charlie Thompson.
So now Russo will kick it off. A little shorter kick than usual, and this one is going to go out of bounds. So Scranton will get decent field position to start this drive.
Right, absolutely, Kevin. So hopefully, with that good field position, they can turn into a nice drive and a long drive and put it together and score.
Kicking team, Scranton elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line.
Scranton elects to kick the ball at the 35 rather than make Hazleton re-kick. So that's where they'll start their next drive. We saw a big run from Thompson to start the last drive, but then stall. Let's see what Coach Shumbrays has up his sleeve here for this drive.
Yeah, and again, we talked about this last week. It's a game of adjustments. So now you see what Hazleton is doing on defense and anticipating that, and on offense, Scranton has to try to counter that.
So
go ahead.
Scranton's going to start this game with 3 wide actually here on this possession. And this is going to be a give to Thompson. Again, Thompson with a cuts back to his left, and he's going to fall forward for a little nice gain there on first down. 2nd down 5, some hard running there from Charlie.
Yeah, tough run again by Charlie. Broke a couple of tackles going through that on a cutback run, and he picks up about 6. So not a bad run on first down. Again, we talked about this last week, Kevin, on first down, positive yards.
Mm-hmm. Chandler looks to the sideline here for the play from Coach Shumbrays.
A bunch right formation for the Knights.
And Chandler's going to keep it on a design quarterback run, and he's going to, looks like he has a first down here. He does, and so a gain of about 5 there. Nice run there by Arvell Chandler.
Yeah, just an easy set formation for the Knights. They're going bunch right, which means they have 3 players in a tight bunch formation on the right-hand side of that offensive line, and then just kind of run behind them, pick out a guy to block, and try to pick up as much yardage as you can. First down here, near midfield.
Near midfield, Chandler takes the snap. He gives the ball to Thompson, who's going to breaks a tackle, but he's not going to get much more than that. He was met immediately at the line of scrimmage, braked out of the first tackle, but couldn't break out of the second one. So it's going to be 2nd down and long here.
Yeah, good run by Charlie again. Just tough run. I mean, he didn't really pick up much yardage there, but he spun off a tackle, or it would have been a loss of yards, so he kind of turned a negative into a positive.
So 2nd down and 10. Scranton has this bunch formation here
left.
to the left.
So to the left this time.
And Chandler's going to roll to his right. He's looking to throw, and
Pressure.
He's going to be pressured, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss on the play. That's number 13 for Hazleton area, Trayvon Corchado, who tracked him down, and it's going to be 3rd and very long here for Scranton. Chandler was looking downfield, but Hazleton's coverage was good.
Again, rolling to his left, which is not an easy thing to do. And 13 for Hazleton came from the backside of that defense, showing some speed, and pressured Chandler and made the play. So now the Knights again face a 3rd and long.
3rd and 15 here from the Hazleton 41-yard line. Chandler's in the shotgun. He's got Bashir Murphy beside him with 3 wide.
Now you got to be careful here if you're Scranton on offense, not to make a mistake.
Chandler's back to pass. He's looking, he pumps, and he's going to throw it into the ground, incomplete. Intended for Dustin Miller, but again, the Hazleton's coverage was good. There was nobody open downfield.
No, nobody open downfield, and definitely pressured again. So again, Scranton comes up empty in the possession, and it's going to be 4th and long, and they'll be forced to punt.
So Scranton will punt here. There's no going for it here on 4th and 15 from their own in their own territory. So Jeremiah Ortiz will punt for the Knights. He's their kicker and punter. With Cusadis back deep for Hazleton. Ortiz gets it away, and Cusadis is going to return this here.
Oh, they got a wall set up to their bench.
And he's got a lane on the side. He's across midfield. Cusadis is going to be shoved out of bounds in Scranton territory. So a nice return there from Matthew Cusadis.
Big special teams play by the Cougars. And again, we've said this again and again, Kevin, on punts, you'll notice that the receiving team on a punt will set up what they call a wall to their bench. And basically it's designed for that punt returner to get to his side of the field where he has a bunch of guys out in front of him to try to spring him loose.
So Hazleton's third possession now. They've scored touchdowns on both. And as Scranton's going to call it their first time out of the half here before the possession even starts, with 8:13 to go in the second quarter, and Hazleton with a 12-0 lead.
Time out and a change of possession going to defense. So you got to think it's either a personnel issue or Coach Shumbray is trying to strategize here offense. But again, Scranton possession on offense. First down play, about positive yards, and then back there.
Backwards from there. It was the big loss. It was the big loss when Corchado dropped Chandler when he was looking to pass for that. Yeah. That was the turning point on that drive.
And it's a game like we said. Having a hard time picking up first downs.
Mm-hmm. It's not, on the other hand.
No, and they've had great field position.
This is starting the ball in Scranton territory here after the nice punt return.
Number 11, Christian Price for Hazleton near us.
This is going to be a give to Ryan Matos, and Matos is going to keep fumbling forward. It looked like a bowling ball there, and he's going to have close to a first down. It's going to be second down and about 2.
Hard run that time, broke a couple of tackles, kept his feet moving, and almost picked up a first down on first down. Kevin's going to bring up second and short. So we're seeing a lot of runs out of the spread formation by Hazleton. But again, I would think that their coaches are probably seeing Scranton's 5 defensive backs, and when they see that, they probably know that they have a mismatch up front, and they're going to the run.
So this time Wolf lines up with 2 backs, and he's looking to cross the middle, and that's going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands of Connor Shamani. He had 2 Scranton defenders around him, but still tried to. That was a good by Wolf there, fitting that in.
Yeah, nice throw. He tried to throw it right through the Scranton defense there, and almost did. Went off Shamani's hands, but it seems like 6 Shamani for Hazleton is definitely his main target out there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looks to him a lot.
Yep.
Good defense there by Scranton.
Good defense there by Scranton. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1. You assume that Hazleton thinks they have 2 downs to get this again.
Absolutely. And you look for here.
This is going to be a give to Matias up the middle, and he's going to have a first down here, just enough to get it.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that, Kevin. Straight ahead, man-on-man blocking, and do what you got to do to pick up a first down there. So near the 30-yard line, Hazleton driving again. 7:11 on the clock before the half. Scranton needs a stop.
They do, yep. And they are in dire need of a stop as Hazleton is driving the ball again. And as they line up in this pistol formation, Wolf is going to pitch it this time to Buckman. It was a little bit of trouble with the snap, but he's going to still look for a gain of positive yards.
Yeah, trying to get to the outside there and get as many yards as he can, and he picks up almost 5 yards after almost fumbling that pitch from the quarterback. So again, positive yards on first down will bring up second and about 6 for Hazleton.
Looked like he had trouble with that pitch there, but was
Yeah.
just able to hold on to it. Buckman has scored 2 touchdowns already tonight, 1 rushing and 1 receiving. 4 wide here for the Cougars, and they're going to give it to Buckman on the draw here. And he's going to break tackle. Some nifty running from Matt Buckman as he's inside the 10. He's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 10, but he got a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, simple drop play by Hazleton. I think it's going to come back, but what a run by number 1, Buckman.
They got a lot of shifty players on this team.
Broke 2 or 3 tackles and took off down the sideline. Nice run.
This flag was thrown in the area of holding, so let's see what it is.
Yep.
Holding, offense number 56, 10-yard penalty, second down.
And that's what it is. So the 25-yard run by Matt Buckman is wiped out by a holding penalty, as Hazleton will have the ball now 2nd down and 14.
And that's a break for Scranton as Hazleton was driving. Now the ball will be back beyond the 35-yard line to the 36 and bring up 2nd and long. And again, 4 wide here for Hazleton.
Wolf is going to look back to throw his look over the middle, and he's got his man. That's Matthew Kusadis. And Kusadis is going to break another tackle. He's going to reach the ball over, and they're going to mark him just short of the goal line. Matthew Kusadis with a big catch there. Gain of 30-plus on the play. 1st and goal for the Cougars.
What a throw by Tyler Wolf. I mean, he threaded the needle there, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Right down the middle of the Scranton defense. Great catch by 4. Kusadis. And we talk about Yak again. Think about the tackles that he just broke there and try to get into the end zone. And now 1st and goal on the 1. You got to think they're going straight
ahead to make a flag on the play.
Nothing fancy there for the Cougars. What a throw by Wolf.
Well, yeah, I was saying that the better part about that was the throw from Tyler Wolf.
Absolutely. Great catch and run after the catch, but whew, wow.
We'll see what the flag is here. By the looks of the teams, it's on Hazleton area here.
Right. Let's see what the call is.
Motion, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, 1st down.
So this is going to move him back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and goal here from the 6.
Right. And again, in this territory on the field, usually spread offenses. It's interesting to see what they do, but no change. That's that same formation, Kevin.
Yep, no change. Wolf is going to give it to Buckman up the middle, and he's going to fall forward again. Try for about going to be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, he got to about the 2-yard line on a tough inside run, but the same formation. And you got to think here that Hazleton is going to go back to number 10, Mattias, straight up the gut and try to get as much as they can to put that ball in the end zone.
Wolf has Buckman behind him, Mattias to his right, and this is going to be stop play, flag on the play.
It's an interesting call here. The flag is way out to the right-hand side by the side judge. And it'll be on the Knights.
Red ball, encroachment, defense, line up in the neutral zone, number 1, half the distance to goal, 2nd down.
That's going to be about a 1-yard penalty here, but still it moves it closer.
Yeah, you got to think, again, Hazleton's going to go right through the middle of the defense here with number 10, Mattias. That's an unusual call, Kevin, in the neutral zone. That means the defenders.
And they're going to give it right. It looks like it was. And it looks
Close.
like Wolf with the keeper there, and he's going to be
Stopped by the center of the straight line.
close, but not in the end zone. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
You know, when they talk about the defensive player lining up in the neutral zone, that means he's over the top of the ball and a portion of his body is onto the other side of the ball, which is a penalty.
3rd and goal. Ball rest 1.
So 3rd and goal from the 1.
Got to think the same player, Kevin. 10.
Same formation, and it's going to be
Wolf's
Wolf
keeping
on
it,
the
and he's short.
keeper. And I don't think he got in.
He's
He
short.
didn't. He's marked short. So 4th and goal from the 1. Can Scranton make a stand here?
So what do you do now? You have a kicker that I saw pregame kicking 45-yard field goals.
But he was 0 for 2 on
But
extra
he's
points.
0 for 2 on extra points. So it's 4th and 1, and they're not even going to consider a field goal.
Nope, the field goal unit never moved. So 4th goal unit never moved. This is go for it all the way. 4th and goal from the 1. This could be a huge momentum in the Knights' favor if they can get a stop.
Interesting to see what the play call will be here.
Wolf
He's looking
is
to
gonna
throw.
and he's got his
him,
man. That's Manny. Touchdown, Hazleton.
Yeah, number 6, his favorite target all night long. And just a simple slant on the right-hand side and makes the play and they execute.
So a 1-yard TD pass to Shamani. And with 3:55 to go here in the first, scores Hazleton 18, Scranton 0.
So if you notice, they brought number motion across away from where they went back to his right side and threw that slant for a touchdown.
So now, and we got pre-snap movement here. It looks like Scranton came across early on the extra point.
This ought to be interesting. So now I'm gonna think that Hazleton's gonna keep their offense on the field right now because they're gonna get closer.
So that's gonna move the ball from the 2 to the 1, and it looks like you're right. Looks like they're gonna go for 2 here now.
Yeah, absolutely. Most teams do when they get a penalty on an extra point kick, where they're gonna take advantage of that and try to get 2 points out of it after those 2 missed field goals.
Mm-hmm. So after the 2 missed extra points, Hazleton will go for 2 here from the 1.
Again, interesting play call here with the formation of 4 wide again for the Cougars. Quick snap.
Quick snap, give to Medias, and he walks in here for the 2-point conversion.
Untouched. Walks in untouched over the left-hand side of that defense.
Ryan Mattias takes it in for the easy 2-point conversion, and with 3:55 to go before halftime, your score, Hazleton 20, Scranton 0.
And not the score we expected, Kevin, or the performance by the Knights that we expected after coming off of that big win last week.
A little flat here tonight coming out.
Yeah, definitely a little flat, but it's not over. A lot of time to, a lot of football to play, a lot of time to go here. 3:05 left before the half, 20-0. Scranton's got to get its offense moving, no doubt about it.
Yep, we've seen bigger comebacks before and across all levels of football, but this drive is Scranton here.
Absolutely, they got to start moving the ball.
Especially with Hazleton getting the ball to start the second half.
Right, Scranton needs to pick up some first downs, get a little bit of confidence, and move the ball here. What else we got going on here, Kevin, in sports? Coastal Carolina.
Your Chanticleers with a big win last night. Was it on the teal turf last night, or was it away?
No, it was at Arkansas State. But I'll tell you what, they score a lot of points.
They score a lot of points every week, let me tell you.
I said last week I was there in July. Not a super big stadium, not overwhelming. Beautiful. Palm trees all over, teal turf, and they're on a roll too. So there's a lot of good teams in college football right now. But that Penn State game tomorrow means a lot for the BCS playoffs.
Yep, it does.
Every loss at this point could really knock you out of that top
ask
5.
Ask Notre Dame last week.
Absolutely.
So Russo is going to kick the ball off here. This is going to be Antonio Hairston on the return. First time we said his name tonight, and he's going to take it to about the 25-yard line. He's a guy who I think Scranton needs to get involved more on offense. We saw some big plays from him last week. Haven't called his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that as he took that kickoff return back up to the right-hand side there. He had some nice plays last week. Had some nice counter plays where they brought him around the formation, broke some tackles, and interesting to see they haven't looked to him at all tonight.
Looks like we got a penalty here on the play.
Yeah, Hazleton's going to have to re-kick.
Kicking team, Scranton selected to re-kick from the 35.
So offsides on Hazleton, and Scranton elects to re-kick here.
Right.
So we'll see if maybe they can get another good solid return out of it.
Yeah, you got to think that Scranton's offense would look to Antonio Hairston here and maybe this possession or a possession coming up where they try to get him the ball to make a play. But the BCS standings, Kevin, one loss could end it.
When only 4 teams make it, it easily could.
Yeah, and when you have number 1 sitting there, that's used to being number 1.
Yep, Charlie Thompson will take it this time. And Charlie Thompson is across the 30 with a nice return here. He looks to get outside, and he's going to run out of bounds here.
So good return.
So good return. Scranton will get better field position after the penalty. They'll take over 1st and 10 at about their own 40, 3:40 to go before halftime with 2.
Yeah, so good field position for the Knights here on offense, and we'll see what they dial up on offense. Like we talked about, they need some positive yards on 1st down, move the sticks. Speaking of the sticks, the down marker over there.
Bright tonight. We were talking about it last week. I think it might be brighter tonight. So Chandler, keep it on the quarterback keeper. Goes to his right. It's going to be a minimal gain here. 2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, maybe 2 at the most. But they bring Dustin Miller across the formation in motion and try to run behind him on a quarterback keeper. And Hazleton right there for the stop. So again, 2nd and about 8.5, we'll call it, Kevin.
I'd like to see Scranton maybe try to air it out. They've been looking for some passes here tonight, but Hazleton's coverage downfield has been great by their defensive backs.
You'll notice right now, all of Hazleton's defensive backs are playing man-to-man against Scranton, except for number 1, who's their free safety, who is very, very close to the line of
Chandler
scrimmage.
will throw. It's going to be a little swing here to Bashir. It's going nowhere on the play. Back line of scrimmage. So
going to bring up 3rd and long. It's not where they want to be. They haven't really been successful all season when they're 3rd and long. So again, we'll see what the Knights dial up here with 2:28 left before the half.
So 3rd down and 9. One thing you don't want to do here is give the ball back to Hazleton with a chance to score right before the half.
Especially with that explosive.
Chandler going to look to pass. He's going to look, and he's incomplete. It was in the hands of Dustin Miller, the tight end, who couldn't hang on to it. So it's going to be 4th down and 9, 2:11 to go, and it looks like Scranton's going to punt, and they are.
Yeah, just a simple rollout to his right that time. Miller couldn't hang on to it, but even if he did catch it, Kevin, I'm not sure he had enough for a 1st down. I mean, Hazleton's defense was literally right there behind him.
Mm-hmm. So Hazleton's going to have Hazleton scored touchdowns on all 3 of their possessions so far, and they're going to have a chance to get the ball. They're going to get the ball back here with about 2 minutes to go.
And I believe they still have a timeout left, Kevin.
1 timeout remaining.
Right. So you got to think that Scranton needs to cover here in that wall on the punt return. You got to think Scranton knows about.
So we have a flag here on the play before the punt.
Ball start. Offense, number 10, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So back Scranton up a little further.
Which will give Hazleton better field position. But again, if you're Scranton right now and you're the special teams coach, I would think that you're telling your punt team to be prepared for that wall again to Hazleton's sideline on the return.
So Ortiz to punt a high snap, but he gets it down.
Nice punt.
This is a nice punt, a lot of hang time as Cusadas calls for a fair catch as 30. That worked out well for Scranton.
It did. Great punt. And you could see, though, Hazleton did have that wall ready to go towards their sideline over there. So, again, good punt, and it kept it from having a return out of it. Interesting to see here with 1 timeout and 2:02 left on the clock. Now, if you have Tom Brady in this situation, you're going to have, you're getting at least a field goal if you need it. Absolutely. Or Aaron Rodgers, who scored in about 22 seconds a couple weeks ago. But that's why those guys are where they are.
Oh, yeah. That's why Tom Brady is still slinging around at 45 years old.
Right. So, again, 4 wide.
4 wide. Wolf going to throw. Expect a lot of passing this drive. He's looking over the middle, and that pass is right on the money. Complete to number 11, Christian Price, his first catch of the night. He's the 4th different Cougar to catch a pass tonight, and he's going to take it into Scranton territory on one play here.
Yeah, another catch over 20 yards.
Hold on, we got Laundry on the field, though. And it looks like this might be coming back.
Looks like it is coming back. Scranton will catch a break again on a penalty. But what a throw again by Wolf. I mean, right on the money, great catch. You know, that would have been close to a 30-yard play for Hazleton.
Holding, offense from the 56.
It is holding on Hazleton.
So
again,
second holding call tonight on Hazleton, so that'll back them up to inside the 20. They'll be first and very long here with under 2 to play before halftime.
So if you're Hazleton, do you open it up again and try to keep throwing it downfield? Watch one of those little screen plays at this point. Wouldn't surprise me.
Wolf comes out in the shotgun again.
You could see Scranton's defense. I mean, they have 4 down linemen and 7 defensive backs in the
Wolf
game.
Back to pass, and that's in and out of the hands of Buckman and incomplete. Scranton looks to catch a break there, but it's like he had running room in front of him.
That's a nice play design. So they spread everybody out, run everybody off again, and then they're going to bring Buckman underneath on a little delay to try to get the linebacker one-on-one, and couldn't hang on to it.
So second down and 27. This is going to bring up with 1:47 to go. 1 timeout for Hazleton. Scranton has 2 remaining here in the half. Hazleton does get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, Scranton is in the Madden prevent defense here,
Yep.
Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
For all you video game people out there.
And Wolf is going to roll to his left and set up a screen to Buckman, who's going to break a tackle, but still that was set up nicely by the Scranton defense, defended nicely. Jacob Martinez was one of the first men there, number 62.
Yeah, Charlie Thompson also went on the tackle there for the Knights.
And Scranton calls a timeout as it's going to be 3rd down and about 20.
So again, you could see Scranton's defense during that prevent defense with only 4 down linemen, not much of a rush going on. They're dropping 7 guys to try to keep everything in front of them. But it's going to bring up 3rd and forever here for Hazleton.
And if you're Scranton here, they call a timeout they'll try to get the ball back here before halftime, try to sneak in one more possession.
Yeah, a lot of time left. 1:39 on the clock. I mean, a lot of time left for Scranton.
So each team with 1 timeout remaining as they discuss some plays here.
Well, we'll see what happens. If Scranton gets a stop here, they'll have a shot.
We'll see. This is an interesting play call for Hazleton here. Do you try to throw? Do you try to make something happen with throwing, or do you run the ball and make Scranton call their last time out here, maybe?
Right.
If you don't get the first down here on a very long 3rd and 27.
Right. You think Hazleton will want to run as much time off the clock as they can here before they give the ball back, if they have to give it back.
Mm-hmm. So here's Wolf. He's going to go back to throw. He's looking, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Ryan Mattias. And Scranton's defense does the job here as they're going to force a punt here and get the ball back. Hopefully field position here.
Yeah, similar play as we saw before, Kevin, where they're going to run everybody off and then bring that running back underneath on a delay. Charlie Thompson did a great job there on defense for the Knights. And like we talked about, the clock is stopped with 1:35, and Scranton should get good field position here.
They'll get the ball back with 1 timeout. Thompson is setting up at midfield for a punt return.
Number 15 is
Luke Russo. He's their kicker and punter.
He's on their goal line.
This is his first punt of the night. He gets it away. Thompson's going to let it bounce. And it's going to take a big Hazleton bounce back to the Scranton 45-yard line, where they'll set up shop with 1:25 to go and 1 timeout before the half.
Yeah, Russo kicked that from his own goal line all the way down to the Scranton 35. So that's a help for Hazleton there in that big roll after it hit.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Scranton could have a shot here. I mean, they have a timeout and 1:25 left on the clock. I don't think you want to try to get it all at once, right?
No.
Kind of work the ball down the field if you can.
Work the ball down the field. Probably going to have to go to the air a little bit this possession, though.
Yeah, definitely going to have to throw it a little bit and get as much as you can and potentially get out of bounds. Or a little bit of that hurry up that we've seen Scranton do tonight.
And this is going to be a give to Charlie Thompson. He's going to be tackled for a loss in the backfield here. It looked like number 25 hit for Hazleton. Kayvon Miner was the first one to hit him in the backfield, and host of Cougars finished him off. It's going to be second down and long, 13 as we tick under a minute here.
Yeah, that's going to keep the clock running under a minute. Interesting play call on first down to run the ball and not pick up any positive yards with the timeout left.
Interesting play call there.
Oh, you got to be careful here if you're the Knights on offense.
Play clock down to 5 here, so you got to hurry if you're the Knights.
You got to hurry. And
Chandler just gets the snap off. It's going to be a give to Charlie Thompson, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe across third down and long here. Scranton's not calling a timeout, so we're under 30 seconds, so be just consent to go to the half here.
Yeah, 2 running plays there with the last possession before the half. And that clock is going underneath 10 here in the second, Kev.
So clock is not stopping. Scranton doesn't seem too urgent. They're not calling their timeout.
They're going to let it run
and
out.
We have reached halftime here at Penn Fed Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Your score, Hazleton area Cougars 20, the Scranton Knights 0. We'll be back with the second half with John Coyle. I'm Kevin McConaughey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the number on our winning 50-50 raffle ticket. It's 987168. I'll repeat that, 987168. Please bring your ticket stub to the lower level press box closest to the scoreboard to collect your winnings.
so in tune that it almost seemed yes, seeing these two behemoths collide almost made you wonder if there could ever really be an end. If man and machine could ever live in harmony, if there would only be one machine.
Performing their 2021 program, Maybe, the Hazleton Area School District is proud to present the Hazleton Area Marching Cougars.
Careful, okay? Are you gonna play another one?
I think so.
Machines will not win an outright battle. They know success will come from the inside. Victory means making machines our future. part of something bigger than we can possibly understand. That if we can learn to understand one another, we can be
There might be. Be careful on the steps.
I know, I was coming tonight and I got scared and I didn't know you were coming. I thought maybe I come here every time. Well, sometimes I don't, but I came here tonight. I got stamps.
Oh.
You can pick one.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to PenFed Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Hazleton area Cougars are currently leading the Scranton Knights 20-0 here. We're about to start the second half. I'm Kevin McConnell along with John Coyle for tonight's broadcast, and Hazleton area controlled the ball on offense that second half, the first half, and they've jumped out to a quick lead. They've scored on their first 3 possessions of the game, and Scranton's really hasn't had an answer.
No, you're right, Kevin. Hazleton has kind of put on a show here for us and ran the ball and threw the ball kind of at will, I guess you could say, on Scranton's defense in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see how we talk about adjustments, how both teams adjust in the second half.
Hazleton, sorry, they've seen a lot of playmakers so far, but the guy I've been impressed with a lot is their quarterback, Tyler Wolf. He's fit in some throws nicely.
Yeah, he's just a junior, number 14 for Hazleton, but he's had some nice throws where he's kind of threaded the needle on a couple of them, and we talk about that yak, yards after catch. His receivers have really done a great job of catching the ball and then making a play, breaking some tackles, and turning into some big plays for the Cougars.
We'll give you some updated scores from around the area here from what's going on tonight. A lot of these games are at halftime, just like ours. Mid-Valley Spartans currently lead Dunmore 14 at Dunmore. And the other District 2 6A battle tonight, Delaware Valley up 20-0 on Williamsport at halftime. Abington Heights also up 20-0. Crestwood, is up 20-0 on Abington Heights. North Pocono 48-0 over our friends from West Scranton at the half. Valley View 32, Wallenpaupack 7. Lakeland 14, Western Wayne 2. And in the Triborough rivalry game, Old Forge 35, Riverside 0. So good showing there from the Blue Devils. And there we have the battle for the bell, but the Triborough rivalry is up there for one of the best in the area too.
Absolutely. Always a big rivalry in any sport that they play there.
Mm-hmm. So both teams are on the field here as we're about ready to kick off here at the start of the second half. Hazleton area will receive to start the third quarter.
So interesting end to the second quarter for both teams. As both teams kind of, I don't even know what the word is, Kevin, but just kind of stalled on offense, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Kind of shocking. Scranton had the ball with 1:30 left in the timeout and didn't try to do much. I was kind of a little intrigued by that.
2 running plays that resulted in negative yards and then just kind of let the clock run out. Mm-hmm. So the confidence that we anticipated by the Knights offense they look a little flat.
Especially being down 20-0. I thought they would try to do something maybe.
Right.
So now we're ready to go. Ortiz will kick off, and this is going to go into the end zone for a touchback here, and Hazleton will get the ball at their 20-yard line, and where Scranton will try to see what the game. It's a game of adjustments, and we'll see what both teams have done here.
Yeah, good kick there by Ortiz from Scranton to begin the second half. So it'll be interesting, like you said, to see what adjustments Scranton makes on defense here in the second half.
And even what Hazleton tries to do.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to see much different out of them. I think you're probably going to see that same pistol formation on offense and look to run the ball when they have a chance, or they've been successful throwing the ball over the middle of the field against that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Scranton still has 5 defensive backs in the game.
So Wolf is going to start the second half with a throw. He's looking deep. He's got a man. That's Ryan Mattiason. He's got him. And he's going to big play to start the drive. He's going to take it into Scranton territory. That's a gain of 35 on the play. And Hazleton starts right where they left off.
You want to talk about an adjustment by Hazleton's offense. They rolled their quarterback to the right and ran the wide out right through the middle of that Scranton defense. Great throw and catch by Hazleton.
Mattias, we've seen him line up as a fullback kind of type running back tonight. He goes out for a pass pattern there and makes a big play right away.
Yeah, like you said, he plays fullback. I mean, right here in this pistol formation, he's lined up as the fullback, I guess, in this formation, but great hands down the middle of the field.
This is going to be a give to Buckman through the middle, and he's got a hole. He's across the 30. the 20, the 10, and Buckman is going to be just short. Touchdown saving tackle there by Scranton's Elijah Ortiz, but that's going to be big 34-yard gain there by Matt Buckman as Hazleton area will have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, nothing fancy there, Kevin. Straight through the middle of that Scranton defense and picked up a lot of yards. It was kind of a race to the finish there, to the goal line, and they stopped them just short.
Hazleton area with 2 chunk plays here to start the second half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got the ball on their own 20, so they went 78 yards in 2 plays.
So now 1st and goal from the 3. They'll give it to Mattias up the middle, and Mattias is going to be stopped short. Looks like he only got about a 1-yard gain on the play. Second, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and again, nothing really different by the Cougars offense in that same pistol formation, straight up the gut, as they say, and good stop there by the Scranton defensive line.
In the first half, we saw Scranton almost make a stand. They got to a 4th and goal, but Hazleton scored scored one of their touchdowns on a 4th and goal.
Yeah, you got to think Hazleton is thinking 4 downs here to get the ball in the end zone. So, and again, on a 2nd down on the 3-yard line, I wouldn't be shocked here if they threw it.
We saw him on a stoppage of play, and it looks like.
Yeah, they were a little late getting the play in.
Play clock was running down, so Hazleton takes their first time out of the half here with 10:03 to go, just underway here in the second half.
Yeah, they were kind of late getting that play call in and breaking the huddle, so an early timeout here by the Cougars to make sure that they have the right with formation, right play, what they want to run at this point. Would not surprise me here to see them throw the ball, Kevin.
No, we saw them throw the ball on the 4th and goal for the touchdown earlier, so they are not afraid to throw it any down, no matter the distance.
No, they've had success over the middle, so it wouldn't surprise me again if they do something over the middle of the field.
So as we take a look here, I have some other scores. We've talked a lot of college football tonight, but the baseball playoffs are going on here.
Yep.
And I have some interesting score from down in Tampa. The Rays knocked Chris Sale out in the 1st inning. They scored 5 runs.
Wow.
But the Red Sox are coming back because it's now 5-4 Tampa Bay in the top of the 4th. So we got a good game down at the Trop there.
Yeah, in Florida. Wow. 3 wide here for Hazleton as they come out of a timeout.
3 wide. Wolf is going to look to throw. He's going to swing it to Buckman. Buckman's going to cut back. He's still on his feet. Good, but a nice timeout.
Yeah, on D by Scranton as we have a couple of players down, but you could see he looked like as if he wanted to throw that slant to the top receiver. I believe it was number 4 on the top of the screen there for Hazleton, and came off of that and threw that little swing pass all to try to get as much as he can. But I think they ended up losing a yard, Kevin.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4 as our trainers attend to a down Scranton player.
To down Scranton player. As we do have an injured player here, just air under Scranton. I'll try to get a number for it. But that was a good play there by the Scranton defense coming out of a timeout. They were swarming.
Special guest in the booth with us tonight, Kevin. Do you want to introduce him?
Yes, we have all the way up from Kingston, Micah Barrett. Micah Barrett with a special guest appearance in the booth tonight.
Yeah, his dad put him to work, I think, tonight a little bit. But now he's with us. He's watching and having a good time with it. Right, Micah?
The boy, Micah, C-team Kingston Huskies, right? Big game against Freeland this weekend.
He tells me he plays linebacker and center, so good luck this weekend. That's good news. We see a Scranton player on his own coming off.
The player on his own. That is Jacob Martinez for Scranton, so that would be a big loss if he couldn't return.
Yeah, so we'll check on his status. But this is a big 3rd down here for both teams. And early in the 3rd quarter here, you got to believe Scranton is trying to get a stop. And again, 2 downs to play if you're Hazleton to try to score. Or maybe they kick a field goal. We do know that they have a good field goal kicker.
But first, let's see on this 3rd and goal. Three
Yeah,
wide.
Yeah, in that pistol formation. Again, deep motion.
Wolf is going to look to run on the option. He pitches it to Kusadis, and it's a bad pitch, and it's going to be way back. He's running around.
Oh, boy.
And this is going to be a Hughes who's still on his feet. That was a wild run. Kusadis is going to lose about 15 yards on that play.
What a play. Exciting.
Mm-hmm. The pitch was disastrous. Kusadis picked it up, tried to make as best he could, but Scranton swarms. So now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 22.
Here comes the field goal unit for Hazleton. And again, we talked about this earlier. Hazleton's field goal kicker was knocking these down in pregame. So interesting to see here what Hazleton does.
So Luke Russo is on to attempt a 37-yard field goal here for the Cougars.
There's
the snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick has plenty of leg. And it's wide right. No good. So we saw plenty. So the leg is there, but the accuracy isn't tonight.
Yeah.
And so Scranton's defense makes a stand here to start the second half.
Yeah, good stance for Scranton there on defense. I mean, literally, they gave up 2 big plays, and then were able to stop Hazleton and make them go backwards. That's a good defensive possession by the Knights.
Let me tell you, that kick had a lot of leg, though.
It did.
It definitely had the
told
distance.
You. I saw him hitting them pregame, and he was knocking them through.
Mm-hmm.
So Scranton will start out 1st and 10 from their own 20. And again, in a game of adjustments, what do you think Coach Shumbrace dials up here, Kevin?
We've seen a lot. We've seen a couple big plays early in drives from the Knights here from Thompson. As we look, and it's Bashir Murphy beside Chandler in the backfield now to start this drive.
Right.
But we see 3 wide, and this is going to be a give to Murphy, and he's going to run right into the middle of that Hazleton line. Number 54 for the Cougars, Ramon Abreu, was the first one to hit him, so it's going to be no gain on the play, 2nd down.
We talk about positive yards again on 1st down, and unfortunately Scranton can't get anything on 1st down here. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Murphy stays in at the tailback position next to Chandler in the shotgun. Billy Murphy is out wide left.
Chandler is going to look to throw here. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to tuck it down and run, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds just across the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down here for the Knights.
Yeah, it looked like a design run-pass option. They call that an RPO, Kevin. And Chandler just kind of tucked in, ran, and tried to get as much as he could. Looks like he picked up about 7 or 8 on the play. So a manageable 3rd and 2 here for the Knights.
So a good run by Chandler there on 2nd down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Thompson is back in the game at running back.
So we've seen Scranton try to run the ball here on short yardage, and Hazleton is showing blitz.
High snap, but give the ball to Thompson, and Thompson tried to get it outside, and he just got the 1st down. He was being chased there by Abreu again, but was just able to use his speed to get away to pick up a 1st down.
A good run by Charlie Thompson again, kind of turned a negative into a positive and got the 1st down for Scranton. A much needed 1st down for the Knights. And you could see Hazleton's defense. I mean, they're showing blitz a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm. Chandler looks to throw. He's going to pass over the middle, and the pass is almost intercepted by Kusadis. It looked like Stepney was the intended receiver. Scranton catches a break there.
Yeah, again, rolling to his left, trying to throw back across the middle of the field, and tough throw to make. So again, 2nd and long for the Knights. We're about almost 7.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Chandler going to roll to his right this time. He's looking, and this pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Hazleton areas. Mitchell Maston.
Yeah, Mitchell Maston plays outside linebacker, a senior 5'11", he's listed at on the outside there, and just kind of dropped into pass defense and coverage and read Chandler's eyes and made the pick.
So that's the first turnover. That's the first turnover of the game for Scranton. And Hazleton area is going to get the ball again with good field position inside the Knights 35.
It's been something we talked about all night here, Kevin, is the good field position that Hazleton's had all night. And here we are again.
So last drive, Scranton stopped them in a goal-to-go situation, led by a huge
Look at this
formation.
formation. 5 wide, no backs, and you're going to do a quarterback draw out of it.
Quarterback draw, and Wolf is going to gain some positive yards on that play, tackled by Stepney for the Knights.
Interesting formation there, Kevin. 5 wide is try to spread everybody out, and just a quarterback draw out of it. Well designed.
Well, that was a well-designed play. Donato Stepney was the last one there. If he didn't get him, that was a big gain.
Yep, absolutely. Good tackle by Donato on defense. Maybe a touchdown save.
Maybe a touchdown saver, yeah.
And we've seen this same pistol formation for most of the night from Hazleton.
This is going to be a give to Matt Buckman. And Buckman, he's going to be brought down by Scranton's Jacob Martinez for looks like maybe a loss on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure if that was Jacob Martinez. I see 52, Kevin. I'm not sure if we have a 52 listed there on our roster.
You might be right. But again, my only issue with Scranton's uniform sometimes is you can't see, it's hard, the numbers are hard to read sometimes.
Especially on the other side of the field, absolutely.
Yeah. So a big 3rd down here, 3rd down and 5 for Hazleton. 2 backs alongside Wolf. Wolf is back to throw, and he's going to be pressured, and he's going to be brought down for a sack on the play. It's number 67 for Scranton. Matt Corzin brings him down. It's going to be 4th down.
Big sack by the Knights defense, and it puts Hazleton in 4th and forever, as we like to say here. I'm not sure if I see a punter.
I haven't seen one come on yet.
I don't think they are. I think they're going to go.
It's 4th and 12. They have the ball at the Scranton 35, and it looks like they're going to go for this.
So if you're the Knights on defense, you got to watch the ball, as they teach in C-Team, if you've ever played midget football. Watch the ball so you don't give them a free 5 yards here.
4th and 12. They do snap it. Wolf back to pass. He's looking deep. He's looking for number 11, Price, and he comes down with the ball.
Wow.
What a catch by Christian Price. He had Stepney raped all over him.
Do we have an official overruling it? No.
I wasn't sure if he had a foot in bounds or not, but the officials are saying yes.
Nobody's marking the ball. The official is talking to the other officials.
First glance, to me, he didn't get a foot in my opinion. But it looks like he is.
Looks like it's being overruled, Kevin.
And it is overruled, and Scranton does get a stop, and Scranton will take over on downs. In my first glance, I didn't think he had a foot in bounds.
Yeah, it was close. It was definitely close, and the other side official came up and kind of overruled the back judge there, and here we go. So maybe a little momentum changer for the Knights.
So 2 4th down stops here in the 3rd quarter for Scranton. Like you said, it was a heck of a catch by Christian Price there, but couldn't get the foot in.
Great catch. Just a jump ball, as they say in basketball. Who can go get the rebound and jump higher and grab it? So here comes Scranton, 1st down.
Mm-hmm. So Chandler is going to keep it on the quarterback run here. He's got a lane. He's across the 40. He's to midfield, but we got some flags on the – hold on, we got a flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
You got to think it's in the area of holding for the Knights. So a good run by Chandler to the outside, but I'm thinking it's coming back, Kevin.
We'll see what the call on the field is.
Yes, it is.
And it is holding. It'll be from the spot of the foul, too. So they say those penalties can be drive killers. We'll see if Scranton can recover.
Yeah, nice run there by Chandler on 1st down, but now you're 1st and 20.
So Scranton will go from a 1st down at midfield to 1st and 20 from their own 25.
Yeah, you don't want to get too fancy here. You can't get it all back at once.
Mm-hmm. So this is a give to Thompson up the middle. Short gain on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and Going to bring up second down and very long.
So
here
ultra
for Scranton.
conservative there on first down for the Knights to pick up a couple. So now you're looking still at 2nd and 18 against a defense that is kind of giving you fits all night. This is Billy Maloney split right here towards our sideline. Dustin Miller in the wing right. We have not called Antonio Hairston's name tonight yet on offense, correct, Kevin?
Yep, we have not on offense.
No.
I don't even believe he's been intended for. The pass has been sent his way yet. And here's it looks a pass for Chandler. He's rolling to his left, looking for a receiver. Instead, he's going to take off and run, and it's going to be a nice run there for Arvell Chandler. He's going to come up a couple yards short of a first down. 3rd down and short coming up.
Yeah, a little play-action pass. He booted out to his left-hand side there and picked up some good yards on a manageable 3rd down now. So we're going to call it 3rd and 4, so near midfield for the Knights.
Nice run there by Chandler. Nobody open, but he saw some green grass in front of him to make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
You got to think, does Coach Shumbrace here think about going for it on 4th down at this point?
Hazleton looks like they're bringing pressure here.
Yep.
As Chandler on a direct quarterback run, and he's going to...
Believe it's a first down,
Looks
Kevin.
like he just has the line to gain, and he does. It is going to be a first down.
So again, 2 quarterback runs there by the Knights to pick up 18 yards. We had a 2nd and 18 and 2 big quarterback runs by Chandler to pick up the first down on that play.
As we're under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, Hazleton continues to hold on to their 20-0 lead. As Scranton looks to the sideline for the play. Chandler again going to roll, looking for a receiver. He throws, and the pass is incomplete. That was intended for Dustin Miller, the tight end. He was open, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Chandler again rolling to his left. Miller just kind of slipped out there after being in motion and couldn't hang on to it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Knights.
We've seen him look for Dustin Miller a couple times tonight out of that flat on a when he's rolling.
Yeah, typically a high percentage pass there, option at least, as he's rolling to his left.
So 2nd down and 10.
There's that bunch formation. They put Charlie Thompson in motion.
Chandler back to pass and give it to Miller again, and he's going to be dropped for look near the line of scrimmage by Mitchell Maston, who had the interception earlier. So a short to no gain on the play, 3rd down. There's that play again that they've been trying to run.
Right, out of that bunch formation, just a quick pass, trying to get as many yards as they can after the catch, and Hazleton drops him for a loss.
So it's going to be 3rd down 11 here with 2:49 to go, 3rd quarter.
And again, do you think Coach Shumbrace goes for it on 4th down here if they don't pick it up?
Chandler going to roll again. He's going to look to pass. He's going to tuck it in and run, and he's going to get the ball to midfield, but he's going to be well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and about 6 or 7, and we'll see what Coach Shumbrace's decision here. With where we are in the game and the score, I'm leaving my offense out there.
Absolutely. I mean, down 20-0 with 2:14 to play here before the 4th quarter. You got to think that Scranton goes for it.
And they are going for it as the offense stays out there. We're going to have 3 wide, it looks like, to start. That's Hairston and Stepney coming toward us.
So 4th and 5 for the Knights. Big play.
Big play in this game. Chandler's going to roll to his right. He's going to look, and he's going to try to throw, and the pass is tipped in the air into the hands of Charlie Thompson for a Scranton first down.
What a play.
What a play.
He was close to the line of scrimmage.
I was looking to see if a ref threw a flag there because I wasn't sure if he was behind the line of scrimmage or not, but there's no flags on the field. What a play there by Arvell Chandler.
Yeah, he kind of I thought for a minute there he was going to take off and run, and then just kind of flipped it out in front of him. It was tipped around, and here we go.
Let me tell you, if he didn't throw that ball, Scranton was not getting a first down there.
No, absolutely not. Way short.
And it was originally tipped by Miller into the hands of Thompson. So what a play. Scranton with a high snap. This is going to be a give to Thompson. And Hazleton's defense was ready for that as he's dropped close to the line of scrimmage. But
Yeah, nice play there to pick up the first down from Arvell Chandler. And Thompson just straight ahead. He's going to lose about 2 on the play. So 2nd and 12 for the Knights.
2nd and 12 as we take under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
What a fast game, Kev. I
Yeah.
mean, not really that many penalties. I mean,
Chandler roll again. He's going to take off and run again, and he's going to
close to a
be
first
close
down.
to a first down. Looked like he's about a 2 yard short. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, again, rolling out to his left, had some guys covered, and decided to keep it himself and try to get as much as he can.
Let me tell you, when he rolls out and his receiver's not open, he just tucks in and runs.
He's making a quick decision there. As soon as he gets outside that tackle box, he's deciding real fast whether or not he's going to keep it.
So we're under 20 seconds to go here, third quarter. 3rd down and 1. Chandler's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. He's got a first down and more out across the 25-yard line. Good run there by Arvell Chandler.
Yeah, so Arvell's been took over the game here by himself, Kevin. I mean, the last 3 or 4 plays, he's kind of kept it and said, let me see what I can do here by myself with a couple of lead blockers in front of him. So that's going to bring into the third quarter here.
We've reached the end of 3 quarters of play here at Scranton Memorial Stadium. The score remains Hazleton area 20, Scranton 0, but Scranton is mounting a little bit of a drive here.
Yeah, and again, Chandler just kind of taking the ball in his own hands and seeing what he could do by himself.
This drive has been all Arvell Chandler.
Yeah, trying to make as many plays as he can and pick up a couple of first downs, and Scranton's in business on offense. So almost inside the red zone.
So as the team switch sides of the field, let me tell you, if they come back and make this game close, that play where that acrobatic play where he just flipped up in the air into the hands of Charlie Thompson could be a big one in this game.
Right, on a 4th down. So a lot of 4th down conversions, a lot of 4th down plays we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
Scranton
has actually stopped Hazleton area on 2 4th downs in this half.
Right.
So.
Goes back to, I think we talked about it last week, of some coaches that are out there that, don't like to punt really, and especially if you're near any kind of decent field position, near midfield, why just turn it over? You know what I mean? Why punt it and give the other team the ball if you have a shot?
Yep.
Interesting.
And we've seen Hazleton area has had great field position all night, it seems like.
They have. Absolutely.
So we're just about ready to start the 4th quarter here. Scranton mounting a drive together. They're going to have a first down here to start the quarter at the Hazleton 23-yard line.
Just trying to check some scores here, Kevin, from around the area as we're waiting to get this ball moving. See Valley View on top of Wallenpaupack 39-7. Still at the half. I'm not sure if that was updated yet. North Pocono 48-0 over West Scranton. DV now on top of Williamsport 20-0. That's in the 4th quarter. We see Dallas on top of Pittston area 21-0.
Chandler to start the 4th quarter. Rolls to his right. Looking, and the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Antonio Hairston. Mitchell Maston gets his 2nd pick of the night.
Another great play by the Hazleton linebacker to just drop into coverage and make the pick. How often does that happen, Kev? 2 picks in the same game by the same player.
2 picks by a linebacker.
Linebacker, yeah.
Big night here for Mitchell Maston. He's been all over the place on defense, including 2 interceptions. Again, just read the eyes of Chandler. It looked like there.
Just dropped into coverage, read it, and picked it off.
So Scranton's drive stalls with the turnover. That's Chandler's 2nd pick of the night. So Hazleton will get the ball with a chance for maybe a long drive here to possibly put this one away.
4 wide for Hazleton, and they are spread out.
Wolf is going to throw here, first play, and he's got a man in stride. That's Cusadis out across the 45-yard line, and a big chunk play to start the drive. Matthew Cusadis on a perfect throw and catch.
Yeah, great throw again by Wolf, coming across the middle on a post route, and for Cusadis made a great catch and run. Scranton was lucky to tackle him there near midfield.
Let me tell you, he was another one, a touchdown-saving tackle.
Touchdown-saving tackle, yeah. He was in a full sprint when he caught that ball. So we'll see what Hazleton does here on 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and this is going to be a give to Matt Buckman up the middle, and he's going to get a couple yards on 1st down. Matt Schilling was the first one to get to him for the Knights. 2nd down.
Just a straight handoff through the middle of that defense.
The theme tonight has been yak yards for Hazleton, and they got some more there on that big catch and run by Kusadis, who's been involved a lot tonight.
Yeah, Hazleton's receivers have made some big plays, and again, like you said, the run after the catch, breaking some tackles, and here we go again, 4 wide for Hazleton.
4 wide on a 2nd down and 6. Wolf back to pass. He's looking deep. He rolls to his right. He's got running room, and he's going to run out of bounds, and he's going to have he's going to have a 1st down. Tyler Wolf doing it with his legs on that play.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's looking to his left, doesn't see much, comes back to his right, has some grass in front of him, some turf in front of him, I guess you can say, and just kind of took off with it.
And that's what happens when you're dropping 6-7 guys into coverage like Scranton is. You're going to have that running room.
Absolutely. And we've seen that delay coming out of the backfield a couple of times to try to catch Scranton dropping into that deep coverage zone and then slipping a guy underneath.
So 1st and 10, Hazleton is in Scranton territory. Wolf back to pass. Scranton
Under
comes
pressure.
with a blitz, and he's going to be brought down for a sack by Charlie Thompson from his linebacker position. Scranton had 3 or 4 guys in the backfield. It doesn't look like Hazleton area's offensive line was ready for the snap there.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there. It didn't seem like you said, Hazleton's offensive line was ready for it, and a lot of pressure right through the middle of that offensive line by Scranton's defense. Well, we'll see if Scranton's defense can kind of hang on here, Kevin.
It's going to be a 2nd down and 17 here. Wolf back to pass. He's looking. He's going deep for Shamani, but his pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Antonio Hairston. So Hazleton gives the ball right back as Wolf throws his first interception of the night.
Yeah, looking to go deep there and try to get a quick 6 and threw it up for grabs, and Antonio Hairston made a great play on that interception.
Antonio Hairston, we haven't heard him call his name a lot on offense, but he gets it done on defense here.
Great job on defense there.
So turnovers on back-to-back possessions here by both teams.
So Scranton's going to get the ball just inside their 10-yard line with 9:48 to go. We'll see what Coach Shumbrace has in mind here on offense to try to get something moving. Last possession, it was the Arvell Chandler show, without a doubt, and unfortunately ended in a pick as they were driving. But maybe they found something, Kevin.
Yeah, maybe they found something with those quarterback runs. Oh, this time Chandler is going to give to Thompson, and Hazleton area is snuffing that out from the start as he's going to get little to no gain on that play.
Yeah, maybe a yard there, but that cutback run is tough when that outside linebacker, I think it was number 50 for Hazleton there.
Maximo Tacona.
Yeah, made a good play from his defensive end position to stop that run. So again, Scranton 2nd and 9 here as the clock is winding and almost at the 9-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Chandler is alone in the shotgun here. And high snap going to give to Thompson.
Reverse.
Who gives it reverse to Stepney. Donato Stepney is going to be.
Well, he's going to pick up a first down
out across the 20-yard line. So some trickery there from the Knights.
Yeah, on a little reverse play coming towards our sideline and picked up the first down. So whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, some little trickery.
Maybe we'll throw out of that. What do you think? A reverse throw, a reverse pass, whatever they call that, right?
The double pass.
Double reverse pass.
Yeah.
Something. I'd go for that.
Yep. Chandler going to roll again.
Under pressure again.
He's going to look to throw, and it's going to be complete to Stepney. Good job by Chandler continuing to look downfield as he was scrambling.
I see a flag on the play. He took a big hit. Chandler took a big hit after he let it go.
Yep. There is a flag on the play. There's also a Hazleton area player down. So first we'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, we got to think that's roughing the passer. After he let it go, he took a big hit on that sideline over there, and all of a sudden we have a flag on the field. So the pressure.
And you're right. It was roughing the passer on Hazleton. So that'll add 15 yards to the end of that play.
Yep. Add 15 and a first down for the Knights as they get near midfield.
For Hazleton area, Brady Mazenko is the injured player for Hazleton area, the sophomore linebacker.
Yeah. Hazleton has definitely put the pressure on Chandler tonight every single time he's rolled. I think all of Scranton's pass plays have been out of a roll, either left or right, and Hazleton has put a ton of pressure on Chandler as he's rolling to his right or left.
And let me tell you, the past couple of possessions, the running game has been clogged. That Hazleton area is clogging up those holes, not allowing for much of a running game.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of blitzes through the middle of that offensive line by Hazleton. So that's going to clog up that inside run game for Scranton, no doubt.
So 8:50 to go here in the ball game. Hazleton leads 20-0. Scranton has the ball close to midfield. This is going to be Chandler rolling again.
To his left.
He's going to run, and he's going to be brought down by Jim Beltray for Hazleton for a gain of a couple yards, second down.
Yeah, he's going to sleep good tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Kevin.
definitely.
I mean, he's
taking a lot of hits out there.
He's taking a lot of hits.
And he's floating it up now.
Yeah, all night long. I mean, he's kind of doing what he can, and it's taking a toll.
You can see it's starting to take a toll on him, and he's in a little bit of pain there, walking off the field with Coach Shumbrays.
Yep. So now what's the plan now as I believe there's a timeout on the field if your number one goes down. What's the backup plan here?
The backup plan here. Let's see. We get a lot of you give your backups reps in practice for a reason. Let's see what they can do.
So we'll see what Scranton does. I know in the past they've put Stepney at quarterback in previous games.
And it looks like that might be what they're doing here.
Yeah, and they would run sort of like a wildcat offense where the quarterback is kind of like a running back and taking direct snaps from the center.
So as Chandler gets looked at on the bench, Donato Stepney takes over at quarterback for Scranton. He's going to give the ball to Thompson, who's going to run the ball up the middle for a short gain and is going to bring up third down. Like you said, we saw that little bit of that wildcat formation last week work a couple times against Wallenpaupack. Let's see what it can do here.
Yeah, I know it's definitely in the offense as Chandler kind of jogs back onto the field. So that's good news for the Knights.
Third down and 3. You got 2 downs to get it.
Right.
Chandler going to run, and Chandler's going to be taken down for a loss on the play by Hazleton area's number 71, Gene Valdez. That's a surprising play call there.
That's a surprising play call coming out of a potential injury there to kind of let him run again to his right-hand side. I'm surprised at that play call.
So it's going to be 4th down and 8. Scranton's going to go for it here. Like I said, I'm very surprised at that play call right there.
Yeah, you had him 3rd and 3, potentially a first down and keep the ball moving, and now you're 4th and 8, right around midfield.
4th and 8 as we take under 7 minutes to go in the game.
You got to think Hazleton's bringing the house here.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to blitz everybody, I would think.
Chandler,
and here they come.
Chandler back to pass. Here they come.
He's got a good job of picking it up.
Chandler's going to run out.
He's going to scramble again out to his left.
Throw, and the pass is caught by Donato Stepney, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete. He couldn't get a foot in. So Scranton turns it over on downs.
Yeah, that was close again. Close play call by that back judge here on our sideline on a 4th and 8 play where Chandler tried to make something happen and rolled to his left. Unfortunately, couldn't get it in.
Again, nice throw, nice catch, but he did not get it. But from my vantage point, I agree with the official there. He didn't get a foot in.
Right. So Scranton's offense sputters again late here in the fourth quarter. 6:40 left, 20-0 Hazleton.
So Hazleton gets the ball here. Hazleton gets the ball at midfield. 6:40 to go here in the game with a chance to put this away.
So if you're Hazleton right now, you're trying to take as much time off that clock as you can. However, if you look at their formation,
Nope, they're throwing the ball.
He's trying to go
Wolf,
for another
he's
one.
Got Mattias out of the backfield on the wheel route, and it works well, and it works to perfection as that's a gain of 20+ on the play.
Yeah, nice design again by the offensive coordinator from Hazleton, where it's just kind of a fake little handoff up the middle and a wheel route, like you said, Kevin, by number 10, who, you know, is lined up a lot of times as their fullback, and he's got great hands out of the backfield. I mean, they've thrown to him a couple of times, and he's made some catches out of the backfield.
I call it the Saquon Barkley wheel route.
Yes.
Because they've run that. He used to run that play at Penn State, and they do it on the Giants now too.
Yep. I mean, why not?
Yep. This is going to be Mattias on a little hesitation. A little hesitation gets back to the line of scrimmage, second down.
I think that was number 1, Buckman.
Yep.
On a handoff there, but now you got to think Hazleton with 5:50 to go here in the game is going to try to run some clock and score late if they can.
One thing with Scranton, even down 20-0, they're still showing fight out there.
Yep. Absolutely. Hazleton's offense is exciting to watch.
Oh, yeah, they are exciting to watch. They got a lot of playmakers out there.
Absolutely.
Shamani, Kusadis, Buckman.
Who's in motion here, and they're going to look to
Wolf
throw again.
is going to throw across the middle. That's
Number
Price.
11.
And Price, touchdown, Hazleton.
Wow.
25 yards here from Wolf to Christian Price. So just to add another playmaker here to the list. And Hazleton takes a 26-0 lead.
You want to talk about playmakers. Wow. I mean, Hazleton's got a lot of them. I mean, Price, number 11, 6'1 senior, he's listed at. Coming out of that tight end position, wingback position, straight down the middle of the field. And again, a little fake handoff and a little pitch and catch over the middle. But it's the run after the catch again. I mean, that's not really a long throw. The ball's not in the air that long. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's a catch and a nice run there by Hazleton.
So Russo is on for the extra point. The kick is up, and this one is good. So Hazleton takes a 27-0 lead with 5:21 to go here in the game. That's 3 touchdown passes for Matthew Wolf tonight to 3 different receivers. So we talked about Hazleton's playmakers just now. 1 to Buckman, 1 to Shamani, and 1 to Price there. And let me tell you, besides Price, they're all underclassmen.
Absolutely. And number 4, we talked about Mac Kusadis, who again is also a 6-foot junior. He's listed at who made some big catches too.
You're right. They are a fun team to watch here. It's gonna have a lot of. It's playing for some big things down the stretch. Like I said, they played DV close last week. They played Harrisburg close, who's usually a perennial 6A power earlier in the season, only lost by 10.
Yeah, 31-21 was the final in that game. I believe it was at Harrisburg too, correct?
Yep, it was.
Right. So again, we talked about them being tested early in their season. I think they lost to Wyoming area, correct?
Yes.
And then lost at Harrisburg. So, you know, those early season tough games can help you down the road.
And it looks like it's doing that for Coach Brendan's squad.
That's Thompson again deep for the Knights as we're set to kick it off here.
Russo kicks it away. This one's a shorter kick, and that's going to go out of bounds, so Scranton will get the ball at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that was kicked towards Antonio Hairston, and we've been talking about him all night long, as last week he had a great game against Wallenpaupack and haven't really called his number tonight.
No, not. Let me tell you tonight, another good showing by the student section tonight.
Yep.
Pink
theme tonight for the month of October.
Like I said, homecoming tonight here at Scranton High School.
Yeah, not a bad crowd on hand. Not a bad crowd. Beautiful night.
Beautiful night to go out and watch a football game. I believe it was in the mid-60s at kickoff.
Absolutely.
Currently 66 degrees right now, according to my phone. So it doesn't feel like October 8th.
No, it doesn't. We're lucky. Could be snowing right now.
It could be.
We don't even want to talk about that.
Nope. Chandler is going to pitch it here to here to Bashir Murphy, who is going to be dropped for a loss there
Yeah,
by
nice
Hazleton
play.
area's Luke Gennaro.
Yeah, number 13 for Hazleton. Nice play on defense there.
There is a flag on the play.
Trayvon Corchado. We've called his name a couple of times
have.
tonight on defense. Came up out of that outside linebacker safety spot. Made a nice play. You see what the flag is.
Yep. We have some discussion here from the with the officials.
Late hit.
So a late hit on Hazleton area is going to give Scranton a free 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah. So again, near midfield, first down. Let's see what the Knights can do. As they look like they're in a bunch formation here to the left, Kevin.
If you're Scranton here and you don't want that goose egg on the scoreboard at the end of the night. You're trying to find the end zone here.
Absolutely. I mean, they have one-on-one at the top up there of the screen.
Yep, this is going to be a give to Murphy again, and he's going to have about a 1 yard gain here, second down.
And Scranton's offense, again, most of the time that they have thrown, I think every time that they have thrown tonight, they have rolled Chandler out of the pocket.
Yep.
So
you're right. I don't think I've seen him throw from the pocket once.
No, not at all. So you got to think, I mean, again, as Maloney comes to the near side of the field here, and that's Donato Stepney on top of your screen there. They have one-on-one against those defensive backs right now. It's basically man on man. So
this is another give to Murphy across the middle. This time he's going to have a positive gain, and he's going to look like he's going to have a first down. He does.
Yeah. Nice run there by Bashir Murphy. Pick up the first down for the Knights. So does Scranton take a shot here down the field at this point?
If I would, I would maybe. They snap the ball quick, and they give it to Murphy again.
Straight up the gut.
Straight up the gut.
For a couple.
As we tick under 4 minutes to go here in this game.
Do you try to keep Chandler in the pocket at some point and throw the ball downfield against Hazleton's defensive backs, who are also their playmakers on offense? Yep. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Let me tell you, he's taking a lot of hits tonight. He's been a gamer tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Under center now. This is unusual.
We haven't seen this look today.
No.
Chandler's going to roll right, look to throw, and he's going to overshoot his man, Antonio Hairston, and the pass is incomplete. It was a good play design, though.
Yeah, nice little play-action pass, rolling to his right, and just couldn't connect there to Antonio Hairston.
So clock stops with 3:30 to go here in this game.
3rd and 7, we're going to call it, Kevin. And again, Scranton in need of a first down.
Chandler going to take the snap from under center again. He's going to hand the ball to Murphy. Murphy's going to
turn it upfield,
upfield and have a first down. He's a little quick, Bashir Murphy, the 5'6", 144-pound senior.
Yeah, he hit that hole fast. That was good.
Scranton,
good run.
Scranton goes hurry up here.
Under center again, same play.
Another gift to Murphy, and he's going to get outside, and he's going to have another nice run here.
Yes, it looked like the same exact play, Kevin, where they pull that guard around, and just kind of like a power right play off that right tackle. So Murphy's speed, maybe a little change here in pace for the Knights.
They're kind of like maybe like a thunder and lightning backfield kind of with Thompson and Murphy. This time Chandler is back in the shotgun on a 2nd down and 2. And this is going to be another give to Murphy. It's been the Bashir Murphy show this drive. We'll see where they mark him. There's a flag on the play.
This will be an interesting call.
He threw it on the tackle, so I don't know. Maybe he grabbed the face mask.
Yeah, that's like, 3 or 4 carries now in a row for Murphy?
Yeah.
As he followed Dustin Miller there, the H-back in that offense. Interesting play call here. Let's see what the referee has to say.
So it's a 5-yard face mask penalty here. That will give Scranton a free first down.
Right. So again, near that 15-yard line for Scranton as they go bunch left.
They go bunch left, and they're going to
There's
give it to
Hairston.
Hairston on the sweep. Hairston tries to get outside, but Hazleton Area's defense stuffed that out well.
Yeah,
It's
not
gonna
much
be a
room
short
there.
gain.
Yeah.
That's the first time I think he's touched the ball on offense tonight.
Yeah, I think so. That little counter play worked well last week against Paupack, and here we are, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 as we hit 2 minutes to go here in the game. This is a give to Bashir Murphy, and Murphy
Going to be close to the 10-yard line,
close to the
Kevin.
10-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down.
So again, you have 2 downs to get 5 yards here if you're the Knights to try to, like you said, punch one in and avoid that goose egg on the scoreboard with a minute 37 to go and counting.
So 3rd down and 4 here. Give right to Murphy. Murphy through the middle.
Be a first
and he's
down.
going to have a 1st down. It's going to be
Yeah.
1st down and goal here for Scranton as we have a
he's
minute
inside
26
the
to go.
5. He definitely made it down inside the 5, so that's good news for the Knights.
So a minute 26, clock stops to move the chains. It's now running again. Scranton looking to end the night on a positive note. Here's another gift to Murphy. He cuts outside, but he's going to be tackled. Looked like for a loss on the play. Going to be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, that's number 1 again for Hazleton. Buckman doing it on both sides of the ball tonight out of his free safety position there. So again, trying to keep the ball on the ground to Murphy here the past few plays.
2nd down and goal as we tick under a minute here. Scranton does have timeouts if they want to use them. Chandler directing traffic. Murphy's going to get the ball on the handoff, and he's going to be dropped near the line of scrimmage. Again, it's going to be 3rd down and goal as we hit 30 seconds to go.
I'm watching the Scranton sideline to see if there's any timeouts coming, but I don't see it. 24 on the clock and running.
Scranton looks
3rd
like,
and goal.
3rd and goal. Scranton looks like they're going to snap this quick. Chandler's going to roll. He's going to look to pass, and he's going to be pressured again and brought down by big number 71 Gene Valdez, and we have a late flag on the play with 9 seconds to go in this ball game.
So again, Chandler rolling to his left under pressure from Hazleton again. Looks like the call will be a horse collar.
I was thinking this might be a horse collar.
Yeah.
It looked like he was grabbing that neck area.
Which is going to give the Knights a 1st down with 9 seconds left.
Personal foul. And that's what it is. So this will give Scranton a 1st and goal inside the 5 with 9 seconds left. Can they punch one in before the end of the night?
Got to believe this is probably the last play of the game, Kevin.
Yeah.
With 9 seconds to left.
Yep. Chandler going to throw. He's going to look. He's going to pump. He's going to run the end zone, and he's going to stretch for the goal line. Does he have it? Touchdown. The ball goes across the pylon. So Scranton does get on the scoreboard. And with 1 second to go here in this game, it's 27-6 Hazleton. So Arvell Chandler finally gets one in the end zone tonight.
Yeah, all the action going right on that play, and Chandler couldn't see anybody and kind of made it back to his left and had some open space and dove into the end zone, Kevin, to avoid that goose egg on the board that we talked about.
It's not the result Scranton wanted tonight, not the result Arvell Chandler wanted tonight, but let me tell you, he played like a gamer tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
So Jeremiah Ortiz is on for the extra point, and the kick is up and good, and your score is 27-7. Like I said, it's still going to hurt Scranton that they lost tonight, but it's good to get on the scoreboard. At the end
absolutely,
of the game.
especially in a 6A game. I mean, we could see Hazleton again in a playoff situation in a few weeks. So definitely want to try to get on the board as many times as you can, even if there is only 1 second left in the game.
Looking ahead to next week, Scranton will be on the road next week at Delaware Valley. So another 6A game next week against the Warriors, the 5-time defending District 2 6A champions.
Yeah, back-to-back 6A games. It's not an easy schedule by any means. Every week you got to come ready to play. People don't realize the high school preparation time in a week to get ready is not a lot of time. You know, kids are in school.
Yep.
You know, we don't get out of school until 3 o'clock. There's a maximum number of hours that
You're
the
allowed.
student athletes can practice in a week, besides giving them at least 1 day off in a 7-day period of time. So there is not a lot of turnaround time when it comes to preparing for your next opponent.
Yeah, definitely.
And again, they are student athletes.
They are student athletes.
Students first.
So
Absolutely.
Ortiz kicks off. This will probably be the last play of the game. Cusadis will return it. And he's going to roll to, is going to reverse field, go across the 30, and he's going to be still up. There's a flag on the play, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 40. The clock is at 0. I assume this penalty will be declined.
Yeah, and that'll be it. I'm assuming that.
Yep, and that is it as both teams are in the handshake line. And your final score, the Hazleton area Cougars 27, the Scranton Knights 7. Scranton goes to 3-4 on the season. Hazleton area to 4-3. Like we said, the Knights will have a road trip out to Milford next week to take on the Delaware Valley Warriors.
Yeah, so it'll be another tough game for the Knights on the road next Friday night against DV, who I believe was winning tonight. They were playing Williamsport.
They were playing Williamsport. They were up 27-0, I believe, last time I saw.
Absolutely. Just a quick couple of thank yous here. My 2 assistant principals, Mr. Montoro, Mr. Mitchell, all of our teachers, our staff, our SROs, Officer Turner and Officer Tomczyk of the Scranton Police Department, and, of course, our students who make everything happen at our school, Kevin. So thank you to everybody.
They were awesome tonight, and the pink out looked great tonight.
Absolutely.
So but next week we'll have the West Scranton Invaders and the Western Wayne Wildcats here at Scranton Memorial Stadium. Once again, for John Coyle, I'm Kevin McConnell saying good night from Penn Fed Field.